Greetings and welcome to our channel.
I am Araignee, also known as Baron Araignee.
And I'm Vanessa LaRue, also known as Baronessa Araignee. Many of you watching this probably already knows us and follows our channel and works, and to that we thank you. But for those of you new to our channel who's only discovering us just now, allow us to introduce ourselves a little bit better to you, especially since this is a dawn of a new mini-series here on our channel.
Let's give you a bit of background on who we are and what we do. We are both master occultists and we are ordained ministers from the University of Metaphysics. We have 40 years practical experience between the two of us within the occult and magic. We are authors on the subject matter of spirituality and the occult, and we have several degrees in regards to various fields.
That is correct. And although this may seem like a standard reaction video or even a debunking video, debunking the supernatural and things like that, this is actually pretty far from it. What this mini series of videos will focus on are spirits. We will be watching various video compilations of alleged spirit and ghost sightings, and then we will determine whether it is possibly or very likely a spirit, or if it's a hoax or bullshit. We are not ghost hunters, we are not paranormal investigators, none of that. What we are occultists. That means that we don't have a day job outside of what we do. We live and breathe the occult. Just go through our channel, visit our website even, and then you can get to know us a bit better. Nonetheless, this is our line of work, this is our speciality, and this is our expertise. So, throughout the course of these videos, we will be watching the footage and we will be able to tell you what is real, or most likely real, and what is utter fake.
At the end of the day, part of our work, our jobs as spiritual consultants is to assist our clients with many various things. Sometimes we are approached to assist them with a spiritual infestation, in other words, a spirit that resides within a property or a multitude of spirits that resides within their property. And then we have to determine why the spirit is there, what does the spirit want, and if the spirit cannot be reasoned with, then we have to remove the spirit from the property.
Amongst other things.
Amongst other things. So in this regard, there are many people, well, not so many, but there are some people on social media, especially YouTube, that would regard themselves as debunkers of ghost videos, so-called ghost videos. Yet some of these people are not really suited for the work because they have no actual experience within the field of the occult or necromancy for that matter. So their ineptitude will show through where they actually attempt to debunk many things which is actual ghost phenomena, and that is a bit annoying to us personally. Now if you take the mundane world and you have a problem with your vehicle, let's just say an engine problem with your vehicle, you're not going to go to a plumber, you're going to go to someone who specializes in the field, who knows everything about the vehicle to fix it. Same with us. That's why we are experts in the field, and that's why we are more credible than anybody out there.
And that is also what inspired us to create this little mini-series dedicated to this. Because these videos, apart from debunking things, mainly and actually primarily serves as an educational tool for us so that we can basically educate you on spirits, necromancy, how spirits will behave, how they won't behave, and even their appearance, how they are more likely to appear if caught on camera and how they definitely won't appear, and so on and so forth. Yes, we will also be debunking in the process, but primarily from the field of the occult, magic and necromancy. Not so much on the kind of cameras they use or anything like that, no.
Yeah, and unlike other, let's just say, ghost hunting individuals or paranormal investigators, we do not run away from ghosts and scream like little bitches when we hear something going bump in the night, because everything that That goes bump in the night is not necessarily paranormal or ghosts, etc. and so forth. And even if it is, we would rather walk towards it and resolve the unrest, so to speak.
Exactly. Throughout this series, although you will learn so much about spirits and entities and the supernatural in general, you will note that a lot of the content out there that allegedly captured ghosts or whatever they claim are in fact bullshit. You will realize that through this, and not just because we say so, but because we will explain to you why. You see, how we approach things are as skeptics, and not because we do not know of any better, but because we know of better.
Exactly.
Our experience speaks as such. So you can be sure that with all of these videos, we will remain unbiased. We are not being paid to do this. No channels are asking us for endorsements or suggestions or recommendations. We are doing this out of our own free will, and we are choosing the videos at random, honestly. And also, a very important thing, throughout this process, unless we say specifically that the video is to debunk a very particular channel, we are not trying to debunk the channel who's uploading these videos and these compilations. We are
targeting specific the people who created that very videos and content.
Yeah. So with any of these videos, if you would like to see more of them, of course, on each video in the series, we will announce what video we are watching and where you can find the channel. So then you're free to watch it at your leisure and see for yourself. This introduction was a little bit longer than it normally would be, since this is the first in the series. However, we welcome you to this new mini-series on our YouTube channel.
Yes, please also note it won't be our YouTube channel from now on won't just consist of these ghost videos. No, we will also continue to speak about other subject matter and educate you on the occult and magic in general.
So for today's video, we will be watching 5 ghost videos so scary you'll need new pants by the channel Nuke's Top 5. The link to the video will be in the video description.
Here we go.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Wrong way. Urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders, Beepers, History Seekers explore the abandoned Mossley Manor in Liverpool, England. The manor has a very dark history. The Victorian building was constructed over 150 years ago by cotton merchant Nicholas Duckworth, who passed away in the home in 1889. In 1940, the manor served as a home for unwed mothers and their children. It was later sold to become a care home for the elderly and disabled, called Mossley Manor Care Home. Around 2014, reports began to surface of abuse and terrible living conditions at the Mossley Manor home. Even more disturbing, family...
Okay. Okay, apart from the little bit of sensationalism there, clearly, we will take this moment to mention something actual about locations that may attract spirits, places of abandonment, abuse, murder, death, suicide, battlefields, hospitals, hotels. All of these places may draw spirits more than other places. It's possible because of residual energy, possible things that might have happened there. So, possible. However, if a place is, say, in this particular situation, an abandoned care home and bad things happen there, that does not necessarily mean
that it will be haunted.
That it will be haunted by default.
No.
it doesn't mean that.
Why would a spirit just be attracted to a place like that in the first place? It doesn't make sense.
There are spirits that do feed on energies like that, negative residual energies. We have written about that on our blog as well.
Very specific spirits.
Very specific spirits. Not all spirits, and not any spirit. Just very specific kinds of spirits. But, yeah.
As we wrote in the White Lotus Scroll, one of our publications, is that stigmatized properties can also draw spirits. Stigmatized properties mean that it houses or it caters to specific negative energy, and that may draw specific spirits to such properties.
But, again, not by default.
No.
Police discovered the unreported deaths of at least 10 elderly patients in the home. The care home was shut down in 2015. For obvious reasons, many claim that the Mosley Manor is haunted and is a hotspot for paranormal activity. But Matt and Andy from Finders Beepers are certainly not ghost hunters or even necessarily believers in the paranormal. They're just a couple of guys who enjoy doing urban exploration of old decaying properties like the Mosley Manor.
Actually, this is welcoming to us because usually videos like this is uploaded by ghost hunters or paranormal investigators or people like that. So to see videos uploaded by people who is not actively looking for spirits.
Yeah, just being urban explorers.
And actually urban exploring is pretty interesting.
It's quite awesome.
And cracking a few jokes along the way.
Alright, so we've just come in to a sort of where they keep files and diaries and one thing and another.
He didn't look suitable to enter the building on account of him having a wild expression in his eyes.
Jesus Christ. How can...
Psychopath coming in.
No, but who can judge whether somebody should be allowed in because
Then I guess we'll never be allowed in.
they've got a wild look in their eyes?
Never let me in, would they?
This building is amazing, actually. I really want to go scrambling around on that roof. But I don't know whether I'm just currently too fat. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, my heart. This is like the entranceway. Not that we can see it because our Andy's bonds.
Even though the two guys try to keep the atmosphere light, when they are on their way up the manor stairs, Matt sees something truly chilling. And suddenly...
Note the graffiti in the lower part of the building.
Ah, yes, graffiti. Almost totally forgot about that. At the end of this particular segment, or shall we just do it now?
Yeah, we can actually speak about that now. Well, basically, you'll find buildings with a lot of graffiti, obviously. Abandoned building, non-abandoned building, but mostly abandoned buildings where idiots go and use their spray paint on the building and so forth. However, that discredits the place being haunted as a fact, because if it was allegedly haunted, why would there be so much graffiti and nonsense in the place?
Yeah, so haunted, so absolutely terribly haunted.
In this instance, you can see in the footage that there's graffiti at the lower part of the building. But the further they go up, or from what we can see here, there's no graffiti. Not in the stairway, nothing. Interesting.
Oh, and for in case it's not obvious, if there's like a lot of graffiti and vandalism and stuff like that in an abandoned building, obviously people's not scared to go in, and then they can vandalize and carry on like a bunch of idiots, and they will not be disturbed, or they probably won't see anything.
That is just logic, people, and some people cannot grasp that, and it confounds us truly.
True, we have seen some videos like this where we did see footage of possible spirits in buildings that looks like a bloody bomb went off in there with graffiti and just rubble everywhere. However, that is increasingly rare, you won't believe.
Yeah, it's very rare. Then it means it's a traveling spirit, a spirit that was passing through, more than likely, not a resident within that place.
Only things just aren't so funny anymore.
Right, just heading up. Is this the second or third floor we're going up to? It's because we went down to the basement, he's thrown me.
I'm not finding it.
Totally thrown me. That paper's, they're thick, aren't they? Wallpaper in here is like good quality wallpaper. I will say that. Yeah. So, but yeah, you can see it goes up again. Hey, wait up. Hello? There's somebody up there.
I'm going to take a moment to pause right here quickly. Probably going to let it play a bit further before we actually deliver comments on this, but for in case you missed it, just check the top of the staircase. I'm not going to play it back because, you know, they usually play things like this back. So then we'll talk about it.
Hello? I feel like there's somebody down there as well. Right, I'm going up. Right, I've gone cold. Yeah.
Also note the look of concern and bewilderment on this guy's face. Probably the guy holding the camera has a similar expression. Note that it's not deadpan, calm, or feigning shock.
That's a fear response. It's basics of psychology.
Oh, it might have been. I've gone cold because I saw somebody stood there. I saw a leg. Hello? You just fart.
Okay, apart from that being funny, I guess, something we want to mention here, actually, I can speak for the both of us when I say that. If he asked that guy that because of a smell that they may be noting, that is actually very valid for certain kinds of spirits.
Certain type of spirits. Yet, however, don't forget the logic that it's an old abandoned building and there's rotten mold and mildew and everything and damp, so that could contribute to that smell as well. We are personally not there, so we cannot say yes or no.
So that's why with any of these videos, actually, we can say possible, but we cannot say definite 100%.
But they went that way, and there's nowhere you can go. A voice? I didn't hear.
Okay, spoiler alert, don't think there was a voice.
No.
That's the fear response. They're starting to hear things which aren't there, literally.
That's quite common, by the way. You start hearing things and seeing things that's not there. It's just your imagination, in short.
Because you're afraid.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm going to have to look back at the footage.
As Matt films the top of the staircase, he captures what appears to be the legs of someone or something who seems to be watching them. The figure immediately walks off toward the right and disappears. Matt and Andy immediately...
So, our verdict on this?
That's very possibly a spirit.
Why do we say this? Okay, let me quickly play it back a little bit. I'm going to play it back from here, and what we want you to do is we want you to look here at the bottom where the feet would be, okay?
legs of someone or something who seems to be watching them.
Did you see any feet? Oh, of course you didn't.
Exactly, and as far as we can tell, there's no shadow against the wall behind the figure, because spirits do not have shadows.
Those are two things. Just for those two things we just mentioned, you can debunk most spirit sightings on cameras. Okay? Now we will explain to you why. first and foremost, when a spirit manifests visibly, note our word usage here. We don't say manifest physically, we say manifest visibly. Okay? Why are we saying this even? Because spirits are obviously not physical. They can use physical items such as smoke and so on to manifest visibly. They can use their own energy and atmospheric energy to manifest visibly, but they cannot all of a sudden become physical out of the blue.
Because they are not physical, they are spiritual.
That should be a bit obvious. Now, moving on from there. Physical things cast shadows. That's a given. Anything that's physical, even a hazy piece of fabric casts a shadow. Even smoke casts a shadow. Okay? How can something which is spiritual in nature and construct, which has no physical form, cast a shadow?
Logically, that doesn't make sense.
No. So you will see, going from here on out, whenever any of these videos show the spirit having a shadow, we're going to call bullshit on it basically immediately, okay? Second thing are the lack of feet. Now this is a little bit more nuanced than the lack of shadow. Welcome.
I'll put it down.
Welcome our assistant, one of our assistants, anyway. It's a bit more nuanced than lack of a shadow. In all of our years of practicing, and also throughout all the times we've seen various spirits and entities manifest visibly, and that is so that we can see it with our naked eyes, not using our spiritual senses
or mental projection
or anything like that. No, just seeing them dead on, basically. In all of the years we have seen those types of apparitions, honestly, we have never seen them below the knee up to where their feet should be. It like fades out.
Yeah.
It's never there. Well, it's also up to the spirit, we suppose, how they want to manifest. Of course, we cannot discount that. But honestly, we have never seen actual spirits manifest their feet. They might appear to be walking with the motion of walking.
Yeah, but you cannot see anything defined, anything which is clearly defined, nonetheless. Just play this footage back a bit so we can just make sure. A little bit. Yeah, that's good.
The top of the staircase, he captures what appears to be the legs of someone or something who seems to be watching them. The figure immediately...
Also, another thing which you can notice is almost like a haze around this black figure. As if it's like a smudge. The outline has been smudged like that. It's not crisp or clear in the outline.
That is known as a spiritual contagion.
That is also a good indicator of it being, or this being actual footage of, or possible actual footage of a spirit.
Yeah.
Because of that, if something is too crisp and clear, it immediately makes us suspicious.
And also, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, well, as this individual walks up the stairs, there's no graffiti, as we mentioned earlier on, and the top as well, because I don't see any graffiti either.
So,
wear and tear,
and
but decay, but I didn't see any graffiti, and that is a good, that's a very good sign.
Immediately walks off toward the right and disappears. Matt and Andy immediately head up the stairs to investigate, but they can't find anyone or anything to explain what Matt...
Actually, this is a good moment to mention this quickly. Let us tell you a secret about spirits caught on camera. Okay? Most times that happens, it's an accident.
Exactly, it's an accidental. The most authentic ones are accidental.
They won't enter center screen, perfect in frame and everything. No, it's going to be an accident, because you must understand, and this ties into how well they manifest, which we will get to in a moment. It takes a spirit massive amounts of energy to manifest visibly. The more clear they choose to manifest, like having facial features, definitions such as how you can make out what clothes they are wearing specifically, things like that. It takes so much energy for them to do that. Okay? So for a spirit to manifest so perfectly, as you might see in other popular videos. Now, with this video, however, it just looks like a black figure.
Exactly, and you must also keep in mind, why would a spirit manifest so clearly and so visibly to the naked eye? Why? To what purpose? Why would it do that? For its own
amusement,
or so others can see it? No, I doubt that. There is a reason for that.
So that's two birds with one stone there explained, actually. A, spirits will not manifest crisp and clear. They tend to manifest in more abstract, hazy or shadowy figures, as seen in this particular case. And they are captured accidentally, basically. Spirits are subtle.
Remember those words. Spirits are subtle.
Sure, there are some spirits that feed off of fear or anger or hate or you name it. They adore to elicit a certain response from people, from their targets, from their prey, in other words.
Those who are predatorial.
Of course, they do exist. Make no mistake of that. That's true. But if with spirits like that, to scare you so that they can feed off of you, there are many other ways they can actually do that better, which they do, than to manifest in front of you. Okay? They do it in other ways. They don't do it like that because, no, that's not really their modus operandi.
So with this being said, there's a lot of things to consider. Let's continue.
Captured on camera. Even stranger, there is nowhere for anyone to walk or hide. Now keep in mind that the mysterious figure disappeared towards the right side. Well, that just leads toward a wall with a tiny, boarded up window. The mysterious person seems to have simply disappeared into thin air.
But they went that way, and there's nowhere you can go.
So could it be that they captured the ghost of Nicholas Duckworth still roaming his Victorian home? Could it?
Don't be presumptuous or do not assume. Why would it be that specific person haunting the hallways of that building?
What, because he built it? No.
That's just ridiculous. Like we said earlier, this could be a passer through a traveler. It could be a vagabond, so to speak, spirit that decided to reside within this building.
It could be anything, frankly. Even if you know a certain amount of people or certain people have died in a particular building or house or place or whatever, do not just assume that it is them.
Don't be a fucking idiot and just assume, because you look stupid when you do that. And you are in fact stupid when you do that.
Sensationalism.
Yeah, exactly.
Be the apparition of one of the elderly patients that passed away inside the manor. Let me know what you think. You can check out Matt and Andy's full exploration over on their YouTube channel, Finders Beepers, History Seekers. Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Chips and Chicken shared a strange video. She explains that the video was captured by CCTV late at night in the 50-year-old building of a Union Center in California. One night, something triggers the building's alarm. So the office manager goes to check the CCTV footage. He finds a truly chilling discovery that, as TikTok user Chips and Chicken put it, quote, freaked him out.
That's pretty good. How can we do that? Keep forgetting that.
One word. Bullshit. We don't even have to see further of this, but obviously we're going to do it anyway. This is bullshit. So we'll let it run a bit further, and then we will tell you why it's bullshit.
This looks like she's floating, Bob.
Oh God, that gives me the creeps.
Yep.
A white figure can be seen hovering around the back of the building. Workers who watched the footage believe it might be the spirit of a Union Center member who had recently...
Okay. Gonna call out the obvious here quickly. Is it just us, or does it appear that this is a person draped in a sheet?
Yeah, it looks exactly like that.
Like, corny as hell, but doesn't it though?
If you're mentally adult, you'll believe that this is a spirit.
Because I'm gonna put it back a little bit past this point. Sorry guys. Okay. I want you to pay attention to this bottom part here. And the swaying motion it's making, okay?
hovering around the back of the building. Workers who watched the footage believe it might be the spirit of a Union Center member who had recently passed away. TikTok user Chips.
Doesn't that resemble literally a sheet doing this as someone is walking behind it?
Yeah, underneath it.
Yeah, underneath it.
Yeah. And let's not forget the shadow that's present.
The very, very glaringly obvious thing that we have mentioned.
Yes, and there's a light right there casting a perfect shadow against the wall. You can see it clearly.
So, apart from that obvious bit right there, why, oh why, would a spirit walk center frame, taking its time, checking out the camera, making sure that, you know, it can be seen,
Yeah.
and then just shimmies on out? No.
Away. TikTok user Chips and Chicken is baffled by the footage. She says that all of the men who work in this building are elderly and simply
Do you see the shadow?
wouldn't know how to fake something like this. So, is it real? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
And our spirits have reflections in mirrors as well. It's not physical matter, but it has a reflection in a mirror.
And even so, this here, it honestly looks like a person with their arm like this or whatever, like holding something here.
Seriously.
TikTok user Your Mom's Undies. Let's just take a second for the giggles to pass. All right. Anyway, she claims that she is usually unaffected by anything scary that she watches on the internet or TV. But when her uncle sent her this video captured at his apartment in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, she was shocked.
Okay. This is bullshit.
Let's look at where the camera is to start off with.
Yeah, actually, let me play this back a bit. Okay. Okay, now we are not like security experts or anything. That's not our thing. But we are owners of multiple security cameras in our own home, and the placement of this camera just so happens to be dead center, focusing on the hallway.
Exactly.
Okay. Suppose from a security perspective, it's supposed to make sense. But how interesting that this alleged spirit happens to be right here. Nice in the center, not like lurking here in the corner or anywhere else really, but literally right there where you can see it.
And what's with the peekaboo bullshit? You know, if you see a video with a spirit doing peekaboo bullshit, you know it's bullshit to start off with.
Yeah.
Right? And that you can allegedly see it's a person there with, you can see their hair, you can see the facial features. That is not a spirit. Whatever that is, it's not a spirit.
Also, this is a very good moment to talk about glowing eyes in spirit footage. But before we get to that, let's talk about spirit manifestations again for a second. Now, spirits can choose to manifest however they want to.
Exactly.
Okay? Sometimes they choose to manifest how they look like while they were alive. Sometimes they manifest as something completely different. And let us not forget other types of spirits as well, who, basically, they can choose how they want to manifest.
Yeah, we wrote about it in the book of Dead Names.
And, well, actually, all of our books pertaining to spirits, actually. Anyway, so, regarding the topic of glowing eyes in manifestations, have we seen spirits manifesting with glowing eyes, visibly manifesting like that? No. Via mental projection? Yeah, sometimes, but not like this, by the way. It's completely different. Now, in footages like this, right, where it appears like their eyes are shining, like it's a predator, like a cat or a fox or whatever animal at night. Okay, we're gonna put this to rest once and for all for you guys. Whenever you see a shining thing by the eye like that, as if it is a night animal, it's bullshit. That's a person, or it's definitely a fake. Okay, why? Buckle up. Certain animals, especially predators, night hunters, such as cats and owls and whatever animals, even
Herbivores like deer.
Yeah, they have a special film or whatever over the eye. Honestly, we are not a biologist, so we're not going to know the name. We're going to put the name somewhere on screen here for you guys so you can research it for yourself. Which reflects light so that they can, well, obviously see better in the dark. Humans do not have that, okay? Because, let's just be honest, the human body's eyesight sucks in the dark. Okay. But in the right lighting, at the right angle, and with the right device,
Yeah.
the human eye can
May appear
to glow like a predator's. Okay? But a spirit's eyes do not glow like this. Firstly, they are not physical, and even though they may be predatorial,
They don't reflect light.
because they do not need light to see.
No, they don't reflect light. They absorb it. More than likely will absorb that light. It won't reflect off of them. There's no surface to reflect off of because they are not physical, motherfuckers.
We don't understand why that's so difficult for some people to understand, okay? They are not physical, so how can they have physical attributes? No. If you see that, in any night vision footage, check anywhere you want to. At just the right angle, in just the right light, a human's eye glows like that.
Yeah, you can always add to this video. If you have a good software editing program, you can always make it glow or whatever. It's a simple thing to do.
It's
Video editing software you can find anywhere.
Yeah, man.
That's what 3/4 of these people do on these footages.
3/4 either edit it, okay, or they have some random friend or family member of theirs dress up like an idiot in a sheet and just
as we've seen in the
shit.
previous thing.
Anyway, let's continue. If we must. Oh, and the Freddy Krueger, nail things.
Yeah, let's not forget that.
Let's not forget that. Okay, before this video even goes any further, I'm going to go out on a limb and going to say that they're probably going to say this is some sort of a demon or something because of the glowing eyes and the finger problem.
The family claims that they have been tormented by frequent paranormal activity for the entire 4 years that they have lived in this apartment. But they say they've never captured anything like this before. What terrifies the family even more is that the dark figure, which appears to have claws...
Actually, another thing quickly. the whole peekaboo situation, as we just mentioned just now, why would it be peekaboo in around that corner if there's no one to peekaboo at?
Exactly.
Okay, and give, for what purpose? Or for what exact purpose would that be then? Spirits, okay, they don't do shit for no purpose, okay? Even when you accidentally capture them on camera, legit, okay?
Yeah.
They tend to be moving from one place to another, or they may just be standing there and they disappear, rather dematerialize.
Yeah, remember guys, we also said, what reason would it have to manifest itself? I mean, clearly in this footage there's nobody there, so why would it manifest just for fucking camera?
There's nobody there.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, honestly.
And also in that weird, and also making sure to show the hands too.
Yeah.
For hands can be seen coming out of their sleeping baby's bedroom. When they received the notification of captured movement caught by their security camera, they say they immediately fled the apartment to stay at their parents' home. So did the family capture some dark entity on camera? You decide. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com to wake the dead. Popular Jordanian live stream ghost hunter Hassan Barbar is back with another terrifying
Yeah, just disclaimer, we have seen some footage from people in the Middle East and India and in places
Indonesia.
like that. We have seen some of that, and we hope this isn't going to be like that, because
it's just lame as fuck, to be honest.
And clear fake, so let's just hope this isn't going to be like that.
Investigation as he travels to an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere. The house is said to be haunted by a dark spirit or jinn. As Hassan explores, he records everything live for his Snapchat followers. Soon, he begins to hear a very chilling sound.
We are not discriminating against religious people, whatever, or Islam, or it's just, we have this thing about religion, guys.
There's nothing but contempt for religious beliefs.
Any religious beliefs.
More so the practitioners of those religious beliefs than the religion itself.
Yeah, so, gosh.
Hey. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. في حد؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض.
And it's one of those videos.
Let's continue.
السماء والسميع العليم. بسم الله الله أكبر. بسم الله الله أكبر.
Hassan sees a dark figure peeking out from the door of the abandoned house. As it darts back inside, Hassan runs to the building, but the figure has disappeared. But whatever is roaming the property seems to be getting even closer.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة.
By the way, guys, there was no spirit there by the wall. That's an optical illusion. That's just light and shadow.
Yeah.
FY.
You can also play that back for yourself if you would like to, because, you know, the wall is a little bit, honestly, fucked up there.
Yeah.
And let's not forget about optical illusions and how that obviously sometimes appears to look like a person or something.
The wall looks like that because the Americans bombed it fucked up. Just joking.
Just kidding, American friends.
مات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله بسم الله الله أكبر.
Again, Hassan
Okay, but it does look a bit like a war zone area, though.
runs as fast as he can, only to find nothing. He's beginning to get a little spooked, but he continues on. And then things get downright chilling.
نفسي أساعد أنا بس مش قادر.
Okay, so I cannot keep this in anymore. Rant incoming, guys. Rant incoming. Okay. Firstly, sounds. Okay. Keeping this professional, right? And educational. Can spirits make sounds? They can, but not like how we're speaking right now. Why? Spirits do not have lungs, voice box, vocal cords, throat, mouth, lips, blah blah blah. So we're not going to go into that in detail right now because honestly we've been into that how many times throughout different videos and books and blog posts and everything. So just look through our stuff and you'll find more on that.
Now let's just put it this way: the run-of-the-mill spirit, it won't be able to make physical, audible, stereo sound.
No, they honestly.
It will not be able to.
The run-of-the-mill spirit cannot manifest visibly.
Yeah.
So how the fuck
is it gonna make sound
audibly? Which is, by the way, more difficult for them to do than to manifest visibly.
And that is to say, this thing is an alleged spirit to start off with in the first place.
Yeah. So let's get to the point how this is not a fucking spirit.
No, which it is not.
Okay. Apart from optical illusion, we've been there. We discussed that. Okay, great. Now. So here we have a spirit screaming and wailing and shit. Okay, otherworldly sound, bullshit. I can make that sound. He can make that sound.
And I do it often to disturb our cats. When truthful.
Actually, that's true. Like, he screech. But anyway. So it does the peekaboo bullshit. And then it like makes this waily thing. And then all of a sudden it disappears and it's gone. Okay? In that building also, know that there's no windows or like glass in the windows, okay? But the window is big enough for someone to just slip through. This guy has a friend, or friends even.
Probably in the back of the building.
Because note how he goes into the building, he looks around the room.
Yeah, but he doesn't walk around the building.
And also, he doesn't run in to like capture it proper. No, he pretends to be running, but actually he's moving like a fast walk more than a run even.
And let's call it, if this guy doesn't walk around the building to investigate the whole area, as he should because he's a ghost hunter or paranormal investigator, then that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Bismillah. Bismillah. رجلي انضربت عليها يا اخوي.
Oh my god. Okay. Guys, honestly. Let us have the talk about lucid behavior for a second. Okay? He just heard a sound, a unexplainable sound, and he saw this like black thing in the doorway.
Yeah.
So it's possibly dangerous, right? You know, it could be bad. What does he do? He stops, he looks at his foot with his camera too. Okay? Oh, guys, my foot.
And it looks like he's turning his back to those windows as well, where the sound is coming from. Mind you.
Yes, look out the door and turn your back towards the windows again.
Exactly.
And you have time to take off
Your shoes.
your sock, touching your shoe or your foot or whatever, so that we cannot see what's going on around you. Even though you may be in a dangerous situation right now, you're completely vulnerable looking at your fucking foot.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna fucking say anything.
That doesn't
more
even
about
make
that.
logic sense at all.
No, it doesn't.
بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله.
That sound is clearly coming from that back window. He probably has a bitch somewhere screaming like a crazy thing there, hidden there. That's why the camera also doesn't focus on that window area.
Because also note how instead of taking the camera to where the sound is coming from, he's taking it to the door. After he examined his foot for like half a fucking hour.
Yeah.
So his buddies can quickly set everything up.
The terrifying scream becomes ear-piercingly loud, and Hassan once again attempts to run toward the source of the sound, but he painfully stubs his toe against a piece of cement. The room appears to be completely empty as Hassan checks his injured toe. Then, out of nowhere, the intense screaming is back, and now it seems to be right where he's standing. Hassan is frightened, but keeps filming for his live stream audience.
This guy is frightened, is he? Look at his face and look at his body language. Okay?
He's not frightened.
He's not frightened.
That's when things take a terrifying turn.
Bismillah.
Oh, excuse this again, but making sure to put the camera down after he got that fright, where he's lying on the ground, but making sure that the camera is facing him so that you can see, oh gosh, I fell.
أسهل الوضع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay. That pop sound.
It sounds like one of those
It's like white thing.
that you throw and it makes
Yeah, we're gonna put a
like
picture.
crack.
We're gonna put a picture here somewhere on the screen for you guys. I mean,
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله.
You can see by this person's expression they are not scared in the least. This person is acting in a way which is, it reminds us of someone that would go into a place knowing that there's no actual threat. That's how this person is acting. This person knows there's nothing there.
Because check his calm eyes, also by his demeanor and by what he's doing, looking at his foot, sitting there, chilling. He knows there's not anything there because it's his fucking friends.
Exactly. This is just a hoax.
لا الذي يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Should we even say anything, guys? I don't think so.
Clearly it's video editing.
We can,
Come on, people.
even we can do that, and we're a little bit technologically fucked, okay?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. الله أكبر الله أكبر. بسم الله.
Yes, turn in a holy circle for Allah because He will help you to improve your bullshitting even more.
You know what? Actually, I'm just going to say this, right? Religious people are supposed to be taking their religion seriously, right? So here you have this guy clearly bullshitting everyone with his buddies or whatever. And he thinks calling on Allah and being all religious-y about it is going to change anything?
No, he's actually mocking his own religious beliefs.
He actually is.
He's making a mockery out of it.
So, shit, right?
Gotta love humans.
لا 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 يا أخوان. لا لا تعبت.
As Hassan looks out a window, he gets hit in the neck by something. As he points the camera
He gets it in the neck with his own bullshit.
Yeah.
towards himself to show his injured neck, a horrifying dark figure suddenly appears right behind him. Terrified, he turns around, but again, there's no one there. That's when Hassan has finally had enough. He decides to just get out of there. So did Hassan Barbar capture a malicious jinn or spirit live on camera? Or is it all effects and careful editing? As always, you decide. You can find more creepy videos of Hassan's adventures over on his YouTube channel, Hassan Barbar. Follower. This next video was sent in by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer. He says that his uncle used to work in a rental store. One day, as he was walking in the door, he felt as if someone or something firmly touched him on the back. He looked around, but no one there. But when he checked the store's security footage, he was shocked to the core.
Same here, dude. I can't believe that happened. Dude just fucking touched me, dude. And it's on camera.
I'm sorry, this guy's voice is just very funny all of a sudden. How he's saying that.
Yeah, get that person behind me. Dude, look at the mess. Now watch. Touches me. Gone. Gone, dude. Look. I'm like...
He has a purdy camera, and he got touched by an angel.
Oh my. That's not a spirit, okay?
No.
Serious time right now. We know that we said that it takes a lot for a spirit to manifest, and it tends to be more hazy. Remember
Yeah.
that we said that and everything? Okay. We don't know if any of you has ever spent like long periods of time with, let's just call this a camera that does not exactly have the best quality. There's glitches, right, in the footage because of light, because of bad quality cameras and stuff. Actually, to prove this to you guys, we will put insert a thing here somewhere for you from one of our own security cameras, which shows a little silhouette looking thing that appears like to be a person or a spirit, okay? Just to prove a point.
What the f***? Oh my god, man! What the hell? I'm like looking for Penny. And then look, and I'm like...
You can say it.
Okay, I don't know about you guys, but this guy here, he just walked into this area, looked at his phone, and did a U-turn and walked back out.
But first you like stood like
I
weird like
mean,
that.
For whose benefit would he do that in the first place? It doesn't make sense what he did there.
Let's
Unless he's trying to fuck you over. Lie.
Let's refer back to again logic and reasoning, okay? Common behavior, common responses, okay? So this guy just felt someone touch him, right?
Yeah.
So what does he do? He turns around, he stands there for a bit, and then he just goes right back to where this thing would have been.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly, okay? And he just like nothing ever happened.
No fear response, not even a jump scare, nothing. No such reaction whatsoever. It's like he walked out there just to gesture that something allegedly touched him and then walked back out. It doesn't make sense. That is staged, obviously. Everything is staged there.
Don't know what the fuck that is, a glitch or something, but it's definitely not a spirit. Oh, again, spirit logic and reasoning right now. Why the fuck would a spirit just like
Randomly touch him.
Poke you right like that and just disappear?
Yeah.
No.
Now, normally I would say that what you see on the footage is simply caused by a common camera compression glitch. But the guy's reaction is just not so easy to explain. The man looks around in confusion, and it seems that he truly believes that someone just touched him, even though there's no one there. So could this strange mist that seems to follow him be something paranormal? Let me know down in the comments. For updates and creepy posts that are truly bizarre, follow me on Instagram here and follow me on Twitter there. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Nuke's Top 5.
As mentioned, if you would like to see this video for yourself, or if you would like to watch more of this Nuke's Top 5's videos, the link to the video is in the description of this video of ours. So you're free to have a look at that if you'd like.
Yeah.
So that was our first episode like this, guys. Wow, what a what a trip it has been.
Yeah, we're really starting to regret this.
We're going to maybe seem a little bit unprofessional the further along this goes, but don't worry, we're always going to tell you the why of what we're saying, okay?
Yeah.
We always will. And although we may joke around and stuff like that and be heavy sarcastic sometimes.
The occult has made us thus.
Yeah, it has. It honestly has. And people too.
Yeah, people.
It's a very unhealthy dose.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this might actually be our longest video yet. What don't you say?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Wait, did we actually watch the whole... Yeah, we totally did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, this was our first... We honestly don't really know what we're going to title this yet. We're going directly into editing after this, so we're probably going to call it Araignee Reacts.
Probably, yeah.
Or something like that, I guess. Anyway, so this is the maiden episode of our little mini-series. Reactions and educational stuff on spirits.
Yeah, at least one of the videos or one of the footage we saw in here could be possible. Like a spirit.
Yeah, versus the others. Yeah, okay, definitely. But again, like, note that we say possible, but we won't say definite, even if it is without a fucking doubt to us that something that something is a spirit. We won't say that it's without a doubt a fucking spirit because
we are not there.
We are not there. We cannot tell you that with any degree of certainty. Yeah.
If we were, they would be able to say yes or no for definite.
And honestly, it's not like we're going to project to go there. Just no.
For what?
We're not getting paid to do this shit, so of course we're not going to do that. Yeah. Okay? So yeah, we will upload this frequently, hopefully. We will try our best with that. And yeah, if there are any videos or channels like this that you would like us to check out, you're welcome to let us know.
Yeah, man. Just give a link or a comment in the comment section, and then we'll definitely check it out.
And if you have any feedback on this video, did you like it? Did you hate it? If you hated it though, don't be an asshole, okay? Constructive criticism, please. Don't just...
Otherwise, we'll just delete your comments.
Yeah, don't just hate, okay? But let us know. Let us know what you think about everything. Nice to hear from you guys. But anyway, if you have not subscribed to us already, please do so.
Yes, please fuckers subscribe, because a lot of you just watch our videos, you don't subscribe or anything. It doesn't take anything to subscribe. Just press that button. Boop.
Yeah, we have a dashboard. We can actually see what's going on. Yeah. It's free, obviously. You don't have to pay for one of our books or consultations or services or anything like that. Get free content. What's not to love?
Exactly.
Also, follow us on social media, various channels, as usual, floating all over the screen right about now. And yes, visit our website, araigneearcaneservices.com, link for ease of reference somewhere here. And always remember, as above, so below.
As within, so without.
See you next time.